Take an Oscar-winning movie star at peak authority, pair him with a rising television leading man, set it against a polished military backdrop in San Francisco, add jurisdictional tension, generational pride, and just a touch of romance, and that formula gives you the Presidio. Military thriller starring Sean Connery, Mark Harmon, Meg Ryan, and Jack Warden. It's sleek, it's restrained, it's very 1988, and it's a fascinating snapshot of that era's adult studio thriller. The story begins with the fatal shooting of a female military officer at the Presidio Army base in San Francisco. Because the case crosses military and civilian lines, the Army and San Francisco Police Department are forced into an uneasy partnership. That means Lieutenant Colonel Alan Caldwell, Connery in full command presence, must work with Detective J. Austin, played by Mark Harmon. There's history here. Austin once served under Caldwell, and that ended badly. Resentment lingers, and neither man is especially interested in revisiting it. So now they're investigating a murder while quietly competing for dominance in every conversation. It's not loud conflict, it's controlled tension, and that's the movie's core engine. Sean Connery had just won an Academy Award for The Untouchables the year before, and here he channels that gravitas into Caldwell. He doesn't overplay the role, he underplays it. Calm voice, measured posture, absolute control. Caldwell isn't explosive, he's disciplined. He believes in a chain of command, personal responsibility, and maintaining composure, even when the world around him is messy. Connery sells that discipline completely. The man wears authority like it's part of his uniform. Mark Harmon plays J. Austin with easy charm and subtle defiance. He's not reckless, he's not a loose cannon, but he's less rigid than Caldwell. He questions authority, he pushes back, and he smiles when Caldwell scowls. It creates a generational contrast, old-school military precision versus modern detective pragmatism. And Harmon's relaxed confidence keeps the movie from becoming too stiff. Then there's Meg Ryan as Donna Caldwell, the lieutenant colonel's daughter. This is pre-rom-com superstardom, but not by much because When Harry Met Sally was released the same year. However, the charisma is already there. She brings warmth and intelligence to the film and acts as the emotional bridge between the two men. And yes, she becomes romantically involved with Austin, which complicates everything. Now this isn't just a professional rivalry, it's personal. Caldwell isn't just evaluating Austin as an investigator, he's evaluating him as a potential son-in-law. And that adds tension without turning the film into melodrama. Jack Warden plays Sergeant Major Ross McClure, Caldwell's former sergeant and a respected military figure. McClure represents history, loyalty, and shared service. And Warden brings a lived-in authenticity to the role. There's a sense of years behind every look he gives Caldwell. This isn't just a colleague, it's a bond forged through service. And as the investigation unfolds and suspicion begins to ripple outward, that shared past gives the story emotional weight. It's not just about solving a crime, it's about trust. Now we should absolutely mention this briefly because it's part of the movie's legacy. There's a scene at a restaurant bar where a man disrespects Caldwell. Rather than escalate conventionally, Caldwell calmly informs him that he will fight using only his right thumb. And he does. It's quick, it's odd, and it's played completely straight. And Connery's commitment is what makes it memorable. But importantly, it's just a moment. A strange, very 80s character beat inside an otherwise grounded thriller. It doesn't define the film, but it does add texture. And honestly, it's a kind of confident, slightly eccentric touch that feels uniquely of its era. Peter Hyams directs the film with efficiency and restraint. He also served as the cinematographer, giving the film a clean, polished visual style. San Francisco looks terrific. The Presidio setting gives the movie a distinct identity compared to other late 80s cop thrillers. And the military backdrop adds rigidity to the world, and that rigidity mirrors Caldwell himself. The mystery itself is solid, though not pulse-pounding. The pacing is steady rather than explosive, and the film leans more into character friction than high-octane action. And that's both its strength and its limitation. So is it worth revisiting? The Presidio isn't a forgotten masterpiece. It's not even a camp classic. It's something more specific. A polished, adult-aimed thriller from a time when studios routinely made mid-budget dramas built around star power and character dynamics. It's about pride, institutional loyalty, generational tension, and two stubborn men learning, slowly, to respect each other. And watching Sean Connery and Mark Harmon spar with understated intensity is more than enough reason to revisit it. It's dignified, it's restrained, it's occasionally quirky, and it's unmistakably 1988. And sometimes, that's exactly what makes a movie endure. Are there other 80s thrillers that you miss? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.